Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Freeland here. We're going to talk about another thing that you can do when you run into a word that you're not sure of. So I know some students really are using their tools. They're trying to figure out that word. They're looking at the beginning, middle, end. They're using the pictures, all those clues. Sometimes, boys and girls, a word really gets us stuck. And we don't want to stop and not keep going on the word. We want to keep going and make sure that we're going to power through the reading. Because what if we get stuck on a hard word and then we stop and we don't finish the story? We don't want that to happen. So I want to show you how there might be a word I'm not sure of. I try and sound it out. I use a few tools, but then I'm going to power through and keep going and then see if the rest of the reading helps me put the clues together kind of like a puzzle to see what that word might be. So here's an example of how I could figure out a word like that. I'm going to pretend I'm reading like a first grader and that I'm trying to figure out what a word is. So it says, little brown bats fly over the pond. They swoop and something through the air. Something, I'm not sure what that word is. They swoop and through the air. They catch and eat flying bugs. Bats fly and hunt at night. In the daytime, they hang upside down in dark places to sleep. So they swoop and, imagine them swooping and turning. Dart through the air. So, boys and girls, the first time I went through, I couldn't figure it out, but I didn't stop and let that stop me from finishing the whole page. So when you do run into a word, take a second, try and figure it out. Look at the beginning, the middle, the end, sound it out, use the picture. If you still can't get it, don't let that hard word stop you. Keep going and finish the rest of the page and then go back and think about it and see if you can figure it out. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to try that again. Skunks sleep in the daytime too. They sleep in their dens. Under something. They sleep in their dens. I see a skunk here in the picture. He sleeps in the dens or in holes in trees. At night, they come out and hunt for food. Now I'm going to finish that word. They sleep in their dens. Under. Where would a den be? Maybe it's, underground. Okay, boys and girls? So, what you're going to do is if you run into a word you don't know, don't let that stop you for 3 or 4 minutes because then you're going to get bored with reading. You're going to be like, this word has stopped me and I'm not going to be able to finish the book. Skip the word, keep reading because you'll probably still understand what's happening on the page if you don't know that one word. And then go back and see if it makes sense, if you can figure out and use your tools then to figure out what the word is. But don't let one word stop you for 3 or 4 minutes. Take a second, try and figure it out. If you can't push through and keep reading, and then go back and try and use your tools again and see if the whole page helped you figure it out. Okay, boys and girls, good luck with your reading today.